In the heart of Blackwood Forest lies an abandoned cabin, shrouded in mystery and fear. For decades, locals have avoided the area, speaking in hushed tones of a malevolent presence that haunts the woods. Intrigued by these tales, our team of investigators set out to uncover the truth behind the legend of the darkness that waits. Alice Thompson, a determined and curious paranormal investigator with a popular vlog dedicated to uncovering the supernatural. David Miller, Alice's practical and protective boyfriend, often skeptical but supportive of her pursuits. Lucas Green, a thrill seeker and adventurer, always ready to dive headfirst into the unknown. Dr. Miriam Walker, an enigmatic professor specializing in folklore and the paranormal, providing expert insight into local legends. Our journey began with a mysterious invitation that arrived at Alice's doorstep. The letter, written in elegant, old-fashioned script, invited us to investigate the legend of the Blackwood cabin. Despite David's initial reservations, Alice's curiosity and Lucas's enthusiasm convinced him to join the expedition. To add credibility and expertise to our investigation, we reached out to Dr. Miriam Walker, who eagerly accepted the challenge. As we approached Blackwood Forest, a sense of foreboding settled over us. The dense canopy of trees blocked out the sunlight, casting eerie shadows on the forest floor. The path leading to the cabin was overgrown and barely visible, reinforcing the isolation of the place. The cabin itself was a weathered structure, its wooden walls covered in moss and ivy. The windows were boarded up, and the door creaked ominously as we pushed it open. Inside, the air was thick with dust and the scent of decay. Furniture lay in disarray, as if abandoned in a hurry. The atmosphere was suffused with an unsettling silence, broken only by the occasional creak of the old building. From the moment we stepped inside, strange things began to happen. Our equipment malfunctioned, cameras flickered, and batteries drained inexplicably. As night fell, the temperature inside the cabin dropped drastically, despite the mild weather outside. Shadows seemed to move on their own, and whispers echoed through the halls, though no source could be found. "Did you hear that?" Alice whispered, her voice trembling. It sounded like someone whispering my name. "It's just the wind, Alice. This place is playing tricks on us," David said, trying to remain calm. Lucas, however, was thrilled. "I'm not so sure. Look at these readings. There's definitely something here." Dr. Walker shared the chilling legend associated with the cabin. According to local folklore, the cabin was once the home of a reclusive hermit, believed to have dabbled in dark arts. After his mysterious disappearance, villagers claimed to see eerie lights and hear strange noises emanating from the cabin. Some who ventured too close were never seen again. The hermit was said to have summoned a malevolent spirit, a darkness that still lingers, waiting for unwary souls, Dr. Walker explained. Determined to capture definitive evidence, we decided to stay overnight. As the hours passed, the activity intensified. Doors slammed shut on their own, and an oppressive sense of dread filled the air. At the stroke of midnight, a cold breeze swept through the cabin, extinguishing our lanterns. In the pitch darkness, we heard a low, guttural growl. Suddenly, a shadowy figure materialized in the corner of the room, its eyes glowing with an unnatural light. The temperature plummeted further, and a palpable sense of malevolence enveloped us. The figure moved closer, its form shifting and twisting as if made of smoke. "It's the darkness. We need to confront it. Show no fear," Dr. Walker urged, her voice steady. In a desperate bid to document the encounter, Alice held her camera steady, capturing the apparition on film. The figure loomed over us, its presence almost unbearable. Just as we thought we could endure no more, it vanished, leaving us gasping for breath and shaken to our core. Our investigation at the Blackwood cabin left us with more questions than answers. We captured undeniable evidence of the paranormal, but the experience was harrowing. The darkness that waits in Blackwood Forest is real, a malevolent force that defies explanation. As we left the cabin behind, we couldn't shake the feeling that we had only scratched the surface of its secrets. We've uncovered something extraordinary, but I can't help but feel we've awakened something best left undisturbed, Alice remarked, her voice tinged with fear and excitement. Our footage and findings will be analyzed and shared, but one thing is certain. The darkness that waits in Blackwood Forest is not a legend. It is a living, breathing entity, and it waits for those brave or foolish enough to seek it out. Proceed with caution, for the darkness is patient, and it waits for you.